Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. And I'm here again with another exciting lesson for you all. I hope each and every one of you is very excited for today's lesson. Let's see what we have got today. Yay! It's another writing lesson. I always enjoy writing. I hope you all too. Let's see what we have as today's objective. By the end of this video, we would be able to write few basic sentences to introduce someone and give basic personal information about them. Oh my god, I just love introducing myself to people. I want to learn how to do it. Let's learn together and see what this video has got for us. But before we move forward, let's look at the word introduction. What does it mean? It means that presenting one person to another. And why is it so important to present one person to another? Let's find out. You create first impressions when you introduce anyone or yourself to people. And what they say about first impression is that first impression is the last impression. So now you see why is it important to introduce people or thing or just anything. Then it decides whether will people talk to us or read about us or not. So now you see that why are we emphasizing on introductions and how the way we describe or tell information about other people. Let's learn more about it because I think it's very exciting. Before writing an actual introduction, let's first learn how to introduce people in writing. Well, there are certain different ways we can introduce a person, but what we are going to learn today, and which is the most easiest one, is we start off with a straightforward introduction. For example, name and age and ethnicity or something like that. Then we can move on to interests and goals. And then we can give some relevant background related to the interests and goal or anything we like to discuss other than that. I have this very interesting sample introduction for you all so that you can understand in a better way. This is Deshwan Smith who is introducing himself. He starts off by telling his name and what he does, and then he talks about his interests, and lastly, he provides relative background to the previous shared information. I hope now you understand what I was talking about. This is how we exactly need to do it. I think by now you know the do's and don'ts of writing an introduction. Just to make it more clear and relatable for you all, I have written another one for you, and I'm going to introduce you myself. My name is Samana Zedi, and I'm an English teacher at the SET school. I love to travel a lot and eat food. Sometimes I like to travel for eating food. I wanted to be a foreign officer for the same reason. I took an attempt for CSS in 2019 too, however, I failed the exam. I hope by now you already know how to write a very effective introduction for anyone. And just to ensure that, I have a very interesting activity for all of you in the EdBox quiz section with the name Writing to Quiz 1. What you have to do in this quiz is that there are four sample introduction of four different people. You have to read all of the information about people very carefully, and then you have to find the relevant information for each person and select the answer which has the other half of the information. This activity is to ensure to know that if you guys can properly match the piece of information where it exactly belongs. I hope that you are able to do it in no time. Let's see you around. With that, I think enough with the activities and all. Here's the real deal. You have to write an introduction all on your own. Of course, I can guide you with that. So, here are my tips for your guidance. First of all, you have to choose a person in your mind that you want to introduce. Secondly, in your copies on a page, write whatever comes to your mind when you think about this person. For example, name, age, hobbies, likes, dislikes, professions, etc. Then, select any three things you want to talk about regarding that person. This is your rough draft right here. Now, you are ready to actually write. How does that feel? Interesting, right? Let's write. Now, as your rough draft is ready, I suggest you use that rough draft you just made and write an introduction of 50 to 60 words in your copy with the help of that. Write this introduction on the very next page where you made your rough draft. Click a picture of your introduction and show it to your teacher. Best of luck and see you in another exciting video.